This video explores the hidden forces behind war and asks a simple but uncomfortable question. What are wars really about? Are they fought for victory, security, and ideology, or for something deeper? Money, resources, and control. By looking at history and connecting it to today's conflicts, we'll try to uncover who truly benefits from war, and whether winning was ever the real goal. The question of why wars are fought has always been far more complex than simply winning. On the surface, conflicts are often framed around security, territory, or ideology. But when you look deeper, economic interests and control over resources consistently emerge as the real driving forces. Wars are not only defined by victories on the battlefield, but by the economic systems built behind them. During the Napoleonic Wars, European powers fought not just for dominance, but to control trade routes and economic influence. These conflicts strengthened financial networks and debt systems. Similarly, World War I is often explained through nationalism and alliances, yet the need for raw materials and energy supply lines was a key underlying factor. A more modern example is the Iraq War. While officially justified by security concerns, the region's vast energy resources, especially oil, made the economic dimension impossible to ignore. As energy became the backbone of modern economies, wars increasingly revolved around access and control of these resources. Today, similar dynamics continue. Tensions around Iran cannot be seen as purely political or military. The region sits near the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical choke points in global energy flow. A significant portion of the world's oil passes through this narrow route, meaning any conflict there directly impacts global markets. In this sense, modern conflicts are also battles over trade routes and energy control. Colonial history makes this even clearer. European powers expanded not only for land, but for cheap labor, raw materials, and strategic trade dominance. War functioned as a tool of economic expansion. Taken together, these examples reveal a pattern. Wars are rarely fought just to win. Winning is often a means to a larger goal, controlling resources, expanding economic power, and establishing long-term systems of influence. Within these systems, some actors profit, regardless of the outcome. Even today, while warfare appears different, the core logic remains. Direct invasions are often replaced by sanctions, trade wars, and financial pressure. Yet the objective is unchanged: control, power, and wealth. Looking at modern conflicts, energy resources, strategic regions, and supply chains remain central. Which raises a critical question. Are wars truly about national security or about reshaping global economic power? History suggests a clear answer. Wars are rarely driven by a single cause. Power, resources, and financial interests are deeply intertwined. For some, war brings destruction. For others, it becomes a system of profit. So perhaps the real question is not who wins wars, but who profits from them.